How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of hoppy, Indiana-born, hopeful, experimental IPA goodness in the form of Daredevil Brewing's NEX, number 6. That's 6, right? 6. Daredevil did quite a few of their beers. Some came from some friends. This one actually comes from the brewery. Thank you very much, guys. Mark down there at Daredevil saved me off a care package about a year ago and just sent me off another one. A couple old school styles in them, a couple little hoppy jams in them, so nice little mix. But yeah, I've done this beer before, but not obviously. Well, I shouldn't say obviously. I haven't done the number 6 yet. I believe their experimental series might have been 2 or 3 when I did it. That time it might have been even number 1. I'm not sure exactly what's in it, but I kind of like that. So yeah, what does it say on here? It says NEX. NEX, Experimental IPA India Pale Ale. New and experimental, aka NEX, is our always changing series of small batch American IPAs that showcase their love of aggressively hopped beers. Daredevil Brewing Company. Experiment 6, it actually says on the side here. It says featuring Citra, Mosaic, and then has all the malt and stuff like that. A little bit of oats, a little bit of two-row, Maris Otter, stuff like that. And that'd be that. Yeah. Label-wise, it's pretty much just like the other one, except it has a number 6 on it. There you go. And this is about 7 plus 2. This is 1 week old. Mark actually ended up sending this off, overnighted it, and had it on ice the whole time, so I know she is good to go. And the second it came in, I threw it in my fridge, so we'll see how she plays. Give her an aggressive pour in this big fatty glass here. Get a little bit of head generating in there. Dun, dun, dun. What do we have? Index finger, kind of a weird off-white khaki color. It's a little bit more yellow than kind of orange, or a little bit more earthy tone, a little bit more vibrant. Super tight, compact bubble, super creaminess, and she's got a soft taste to her. Nothing crazy, not like this butternut squash New England style stuff. You probably glean a little bit of light through there, and definitely this has like a little nipple in it. I can kind of see that. So yeah, she's a hazy beer, but nothing too crazy over the top. See what the nose has. Yeah, that's the good stuff. A green, citrus melon vibes. I'm definitely getting like tropical fruit melon vibes, a little bit of mango, a little bit of kind of cantaloupe, kind of a little bit of rininess going on in there. You definitely get a little bit of citrus on there too. Nothing too acidic, nothing too pithy too, somewhere in between. And you get this big, huge burst throughout the whole thing actually of this nice kind of greeniness. Yeah, she's just big and robust. It's not really like our super ranky-danky greenness. It's more of somewhere in between that kind of dankness and that greenness, kind of marrying each other. A little bit of that tomato stocky vibe. Nothing too crazy, nothing too oniony, nothing too super weedy over the top. But she smells nice. Nice balance between that sweetness and that bitterness, that greenness in the nose. Hopefully she follows through in the taste. Cheers. Drink like 1,753 of those. Yeah, it's huge, man. I wish I knew the ABV on this. I'm sure I'll find out. This is I'm guessing it's low 6s. That's my guess. But man, super drinkable. You're getting this nice soft creaminess to it. Nothing too fluffy, nothing too crazy over the top, dense, fluffy creaminess to it, like Cool Whip or anything like this. A soft creaminess to it. There's a perfect balance between the sweetness and the bitterness. You get that nice sweet maltiness, kind of aid you in believing there's fruit involved. You're definitely getting those melon vibes. It just screams of melon to me, with soft citrus on the edges, but it's more about a tropical fruit kind of melon thing going on with that nice kind of little bit of fucking green dankness, a little bit of rankiness, kind of all marrying together and not getting too far away from each other, but at the same time being super cohesive and working together. Became perfectly honestly a super well made, super chuggable, super drinkable, really damn tasty experimental IPA. I mean, is it gonna be the end all be all for the haze bros, the hop thoughts out there? No, I don't think so, because I don't think it's an overt kind of super juice bro kind of beer. What I think is it's a marriage of very old school kind of discipline with a lot of new school knowledge, and then it just kind of takes the best of both of those worlds, giving you a nice, rich fruit forward, malty, old school kind of IPA. It doesn't get too candied, doesn't get too sweet, while throwing an ass ton of hops at it, but at the same time using them in a way that's very purposeful and meaningful, to the point where it's not just hop soup for the sake of being hop to the nth degree. It's one of the better IPAs by far that I've had, actually, as of late. I think it is. Listen, as I said it from the get, they sent me the beer. A lot of people send me beers. A lot of brewers send me beers. It does not guarantee me saying nice things about them. That is certainly true. So I always like to go out of my way, especially when a beer really nails it for me. What I like really nails it for me. This is the real deal, baby. This is the good stuff. Honestly, it makes sense to me. Whenever Daredevil, I've had their beers, or they've been sent to me by the owner, it's never just, here's all our hazy beer. It's like, here's a couple hazy beers, but here's also our Kolsch. Here is our Dunkel. Here is our Marzen. You know what I mean? It's those kind of beers that are just kind of get you in a mode of making well-made beers, and then when you apply that to the kind of hoppy hazy thing, and you see this from a lot of brewers, old school brewers doing it now, whether it be Chief Industrial Arts or anybody like that who's like an old school brewer bringing this kind of new school tendency to it, you tend to get not just a hazy, well-made, super tasty beer, but just a matter of balance and structure that's almost impossible for them to do differently. It's almost like asking a drummer to drum out a beat and be like, hey, make this hop soup that everybody's into today, and be like, well, let me do that version of that hop soup that everybody's into, and try to appease both crowds. And that's where I think this one kind of lands. Let's talk about it. Is it one of the better IPAs that I've had as of late? Yes. Hazier otherwise. Value and availability, no idea. Maybe somebody out there in the old Indianapolis can actually let us know what's what. Actually, it's not even Indianapolis. Where are they located again? I keep wanting to say Indianapolis because you think the race car driver. They're right close to it, though, aren't they? Yeah, it's Speedway, Indiana, which is like right on the edge of that. So, yeah. And I'll leave you with, if you like what we like, is if you like well-made beer. If you like beer, if you like beer that shows well, if you like hop-forward stuff, but you also like there to be a balance and like there to be a thought process about how everything is used on every step of the beer. This is, to me, a brewer's beer. This is a brewer's hazy kind of beer. So if you like the hops and you like the beers, you like a little bit of depth beyond just straight up hops thrown in your face, definitely worth picking up. There you go, another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive, go check that out. Type that into Google. See me doing the whole podcasting stuff, do a bunch of brewer interviews and all that fun stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little hop jam right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.